So in my last lecture, we have finished our last chapter that was coal and petroleum. Now in continuity with that particular chapter, now we are just going to expand it more because that chapter was related to the fuels. Coal, petroleum, natural gas are considered as a fossil fuels. Now this chapter is related to the combustion and flame, and obviously combustion is related with the fuels, the burning of the fuels, right? So students, our new chapter is combustion and flame. Now let us discuss with firstly the definition of the combustion. What we mean by the term combustion in a simple term: when any substance burns in the presence of oxygen, this is called combustion. It means, now formally, if we are just going to define it, how we are going to, the process by which a combustible substance burns in the presence of oxygen to give heat and light energy is called combustion, right? So in a simple term, I had explained you. Now formally, when we have to define it properly, then what is the result of the combustion? Automatically, why we need to burn the substances? Just to get the energy in the form of heat and light, right? Petrol in the vehicles, this is burned, this is combustible, so that the energy is given to run the vehicle, right? LPG is burned in our kitchens as a domestic fuel, just to give it heat energy so that we can cook the food, right? So in other ways, similarly, I have told you, people in the rural areas, in the villages, wood, cow dung, coal, etc., they are used as a combustible substance to give the heat and light. So this is very important, that when any of the fuel is burnt, it has to give heat and light energy. That will be considered the excellent fuel who gives maximum of the energy, right? Now students, before further proceeding, let us discuss first of all about the combustible and the non-combustible substances. So combustible substances, the substances which burn readily to give out heat and light energy, are called combustible substances, right? So for example, LPG, kerosene is there, petrol is there, wood is there, coal is there. These all are called the combustible substances, right? And non-combustible, which do not burn easily, they take a long time to catch fire, right? So this is called, they are called non-combustible substances, like the glass, like the iron. I have told you, people, iron, melting point of iron is 1535 degrees Celsius. So means at a very high temperature, it catches fire and start melting, right? So that's why these are called non-combustible substances. So students, one more important thing, combustible reaction is also called oxidation reaction. Oxidation word stands for addition of oxygen, because no combustion completes without oxygen in the air. So that's why this is also called oxidation reaction, right? Always remember, oxidation reaction is also called this combustion or vice versa, right? Now students, next will be the conditions for combustion. What are the conditions necessary for combustion? Three important things are required for the combustion, right? One, first thing is obviously the presence of combustible substance, right? Second is presence of supporter of combustion. So oxygen is the supporter of combustion, right? Without oxygen, no substance can burn. So that's why it is always called supporter of combustion, that is the oxygen. Presence of this combustible substance means any of the fuel, right? And third very important term which we are just going to discuss, that is attainment of the ignition temperature. Now students, what is ignition temperature? The minimum temperature at which a combustible substance catches fire or it burns readily is called ignition temperature. Every fuel have its own ignition temperature, right? We want the moderate ignition temperature substance always, like for example LPG. Till we do not bring the burning splinter near to it, it do not catches fire, right? Or burning splinter would not be, we have to press the knob in the latest hobs, etc. We have to press the knob, only then it will catch us fire. right? So this is really very important here. Ignition temperature, it should have the moderate, because some substances are there which immediately catches fire without any burning splinter, right? The things rub against each other and it catches fire. That is really very dangerous, right? So neither the ignition temperature should be very high. For example, to burn a wood in the rural areas, in the chulas, mud chulas, when they used to burn about the wood, we people have seen that they used to blow the air again and again, right? They need to soak a cloth with the kerosene and to put it in the chula, in the open, in the mud chula, just to introduce the fire, so that wood will get the warm atmosphere around it, and slowly it will catch fire because it is having the higher ignition temperature, right? So now three things which we have discussed, that is the presence of the combustible substance, second is the presence of a supporter of combustion, third is the attainment of the ignition temperature. These are very important here, right? So inflammable substances, that I have told you people, the substances which immediately rapidly catches fire, right? So combustible substances which have low ignition temperature, right? Those are called the inflammable substances, like alcohol, right? Alcohol immediately catches fire when the burning splinter is brought near to it, right? Similarly, LPG gas, I have explained you people. Similarly, petrol is there, immediately the ignition starts with just to start the engine, and it will start immediately burning with the oxygen around the engine, and it will start, the vehicle will start running with, right? So these are the basic example. Now students, we are just going to discuss about types of combustion. So we know about the four types of combustions. First is spontaneous combustion. Second is rapid combustion. Third is explosion. And fourth is slow combustion. Right? So let us discuss one by one a little bit with the definition and with the example, so that they might be clear to us. Right? So four type of combustion. This depends upon, yeah, we can say on depending upon the rate of combustion. Rate, what I have told you so many times, the speed. Speed stands for rate, right? The speed by which the ignition temperature of the substance is there to catch the fire, that is dividing it into the four parts. First is spontaneous combustion. Combustion takes place on its own, apne aap, right? On its own at room temperature without ignited the substance. Without ignited the substance means we do not bring the burning splinter near to them, but even then they start automatically catches fire. For example, forest fire. Nobody is there to introduce the burning splinter in the forest. But in the summer dry season, the dry leaves which have fallen down from the trees, they automatically rub against each other, and due to rubbing, it will catch fire. And because there are the trees all around, plants all around, slowly the fire it spreads. Similarly, methane gas is present in the coal mines. So due to the presence of the methane gas, right, the very slow fumes of the particles of the coal are there in the coal mines. They may catch fire in the presence of methane, and it may bring an accident. And the most important example is the yellow phosphorus. Students, always remember, yellow phosphorus has a this temperature melting point. It is 30 degrees Celsius. Room temperature is 25 degree. Slightly increase of the temperature of the the room temperature or the surrounded temperature, this phosphorus immediately catches fire without bringing any burning splinter to it. Right? I think it is clear to you people. Now we are proceeding towards our second part. Right? So our second point, the combustion, type of combustion, is the rapid combustion. Rapid combustion is what? The type of combustion when on combustion of a substance, large amount of heat and light are released in a short interval of time. right? So that is called the rapid combustion. In rapid combustion, automatically the burning splinter is brought near to the combustible substance or the fuel, and it will immediately catching fire because of its moderate ignition temperature, right? So a lot of heat and light energy is given in the process. So that is the burning of the wood, LPG, kerosene, means all those fuels which we intentionally burn to get the heat energy. That type of combustion is called rapid combustion, right? Now third type is the explosion. Students, very much clear about the term explosion. On the occasion of the Diwali, the crackers are burst. This is the example of the explosion, right? Means this is the type of the combustion which gives a large amount of the heat, light and sound, along with a lot of pollutant gases. A lot of gases are also being produced in the process, right? In a short time, you bring the burning splinter near to the cracker and it will immediately burst with a lot of the heat, light and the sound energy and a lot of gases which create a lot of pollution. So they are being released with that. So I had given you the example, that is the crackers which are burst on the at the occasion of Diwali or on the occasion of the other festivals are there, right? So similarly, the other examples are dynamites, they are spread just to break the rocks, etc., right? So these are the few examples which are there for the explosion. Now the fourth type is the this is the slow combustion. Now what is the slow combustion? The type of combustion in which the combustible substance, this reacts very slowly with the oxygen. Not exactly I will say the combustible substance. The type of combustion we can say which proceed very slowly, right, without ignited. When combustion takes place slowly without any ignition at low temperature, here small amount of heat may be produced, right? So like a respiration process, no burning splinter is brought near to it due to the internal heat of your body, because the oxygen reacts with the food whatever you have eaten to give out carbon dioxide, this water vapors and lot of energy. So that is the example of the slow combustion, because slowly in the body the chemical reaction takes place to give the heat energy as such. Similarly, rusting of iron, it will take a long time to rust the piece of iron and no light or the heat energy is produced, but the combustion takes place, right? Iron slowly reacts with the oxygen present in the atmosphere. So this is about all the four types of chemical reactions. The combustion, I think. So I think it is clear. Thank you.